Over the last couple of months, I've been developing my digital artifact. I asked the participants to play the remake Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. While they played, I was recording their gameplay on the Xbox One to incorporate a visual component to the digital artifact. I sped up the gameplay and uploaded to TikTok and inserted trending music to try and gain traction and obtain views. I made notes on any comments that were made and asked them questions when they finished. The questions were picked to engage with nostalgia and how we feel when we play video games like Crash Bandicoot as a remake. I included all this content within a blog post and linked the blog post on my Twitter to inform my classmates and promote my digital artifact. These are a few snippets from the past participants. I posted a survey on my Twitter to gain some responses from my audience and my classmates. These questions were designed to gain insight into other opinions and feelings, just like how I was with my participants. I kept this survey quite short, only 7 questions, to try and gain the most responses as possible. The responses indicated 75% of participants were BCM215 students. All agreed that the visual aspect provided an entertainment factor. 62.5% of participants were interested in video game nostalgia as well as played the original Crash Bandicoot on the original PlayStation 1. 71.5% agreed that they thought the game was a success, and the rest remained unsure, mostly because they hadn't played the original game. Aspects that stood out to the participants of the survey were the characters at 43%, game style at 28.5%, music at 14%, and someone mentioned a combination of music and sounds. Finally, ending on the question of does the game bring back childhood memories? 75% said yes, 25% said no. 2 people shared stories. One said, yeah, all of my family loved it and something that everyone enjoyed, and it's something my dad and I used to play a lot of, and I remember getting so angry with this game. The survey was very insightful and confirmed there was an interest within this field, and Crash Bandicoot was an appropriate game to analyse. The comments that I received from my classmates provided great feedback. My comments agreed that they believe one of the biggest driving forces when buying remasters and reboots are the effect of nostalgia and how gamers want to relive these experiences. Hayden raised the argument that are remasters made for the community and the people, or is it just a sneaky way for developers to make a lot of money with little resources and creativity? Jackie mentioned some remakes that weren't such a success, for example Tony Hawk's Pro Skater HD and Resident Evil 3. Overall, collectively, they agreed that the idea was interesting and that they both have fond memories of Crash Bandicoot, and the remaster was a success to them. Communities were linked within the posts for myself to check out and immerse myself into different groups to gain more insight. IGN has many articles about remakes, the good and the bad, which I'll explore to soon choose another video game to analyse to further my research. As part of my analytical framework, I've looked into further research. I found an article called Once Upon a Game. It defines nostalgia as meaningful occasions that strike your memory, which can have a positive or negative reaction depending on past experiences within our lives. This article is purely based on experience and observation, analysing the psychological effects and advantages of past-related gaming, and explores how recalling previous gaming experiences relates to nostalgia and positive relationships to well-being. This was conducted in a randomized survey where individuals were advised to discuss previous gaming experiences against recent as well as online and co-op experiences compared to solo. Quantitative examinations suggest that nostalgia was affected by previous memories and the need for constant satisfaction and capability within remembering, as well as indirectly through social recollections that increase these memories. This research explains the theory that video game nostalgia brings out emotions, opinions, and facts, as well as bringing well-being on gamers for a positive outcome. Taking from this, I plan on looking into a remake that wasn't so successful to see if the nostalgia aspect was still present, as well as looking into the reasoning behind remakes and reboots, and just to see if it's a sneaky way for big-name developers to make easy money. I plan on still conducting my research the same as originally, as from my feedback people enjoyed it and agreed it was effective. Good luck everyone, and thank you for checking out my digital artifact.